You can clone a plant by cutting a stem and replanting it. Pick the right container, soil, and root hormones for your plant. Next, you will replant the plant. Ensure that growing conditions are favorable for your plant. So, we are going to watch about the how to clone plants.
Method 1. Gathering the right materials. First is choose your cloning container.
Some people prefer to use pots for plant cloning, while others will use something as simple as a plastic cup with holes poked into the bottom. Do a little research on your plant first to determine how big your container should be. Step 2. Decide whether you want to clone the plant in rockwool or soil. Rockwool is more complicated and requires more preparation than soil. It needs to be soaked overnight in water with a pH balance of 4. It doesn't contain the same nutrients that natural soil does. Finally, decide whether or not you want to use a root hormone. Root hormones are used in the cloning process to encourage plant cell growth. Many root hormones contain fungicides and chemicals that might not be earth-friendly. If you are concerned about the use of chemicals in your gardening, you may want to opt for natural alternatives.
Method 2. Planting the stem.
First is fill the pot or container with soil or rockwool. If you've chosen to use soil, fill the container to the top. Poke a hole through the center, all the way down to the bottom of the container.
Step 2. Water the soil.
Pour enough water into the soil that it's wet, but not drenched. If you're using rockwool, it would already have been soaked overnight, so adding more water is not necessary. Step 3. Make a diagonal cut on the stem of the plant using a sharp knife or scissors. You'll want to select a lateral stem to cut, not a terminal stem. Terminal stems are the main stems that come up from the ground. Lateral stems protrude from the sides of the terminal stems. Step 4. Dip the stem in root hormone, if you've decided root hormones are right for your plant. Root hormones can be in liquid or powder form. Do not coat the whole stem in root hormone. Focus on lightly coating the very bottom of the stem. Step 5. Put the stem of the plant into the hole in the soil or rockwool. Try to put about 1/3 of the stem into the hole.
Finally, cover the container in plastic or glass.
When you cover the plant, it keeps the moisture and allows the plant to continue living while it attempts to produce roots. A plastic bag can often work well for this if you have nothing else.
Method 3. Letting it grow.
First is keep the container in a warm area where it can get some sunlight. If you put the plant in a place where it gets direct sunlight all day, that may put too much stress on the cutting and kill it. Finally, add a little water to the soil every day, keeping the soil moist, but not drenched, while it begins to root. After about a week or 2, your plant should begin to form roots. Hooray! Clonage achieved!
We hope it is useful to you. Please subscribe to our channel to upskill yourself.